So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Aguilar has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
37-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
This complete left side to Aguilar. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On the ground is Michel, and he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
10 at the 49-yard line.
22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's out to his running back, Michel. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
They go play action here on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Mike, 22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Catch it. Mikey, 18.
They'll run for the first time now with James White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Flushed out right. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Check. 45, Mike, 45.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
At the Buccaneers' 5-yard line.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He was brought down.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the...
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
On the stop.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Complete to Leonard Fournette.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
First throw now for the backup Brady. Looking downfield for... And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He's brought down at the...
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Tampa Bay.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? He'll drop to throw. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins. Check, 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 check.
This is Michelle on the counter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's able to whip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. We didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, 26 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
The extra point is
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Eluding the pressure right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 77 yards. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but now it's third and goal. Big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Back to throw. Sliding out of the... And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Buccaneers 21, Patriots 14. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26.
Second and 9.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 8 yards. And it's third down.
On third down, Fournette. Got some room at the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And that'll be incomplete. Tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run with Michelle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The ball carrier. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Good.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Check. Fresno.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
45. Mike, 45.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught left side. Myers with it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Here we go with Michelle. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And that's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Michelle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And it's Michelle once again. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's got this down to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Patriots.
On the ground, Michel. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Michel on the carry.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
1st and 10.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On 1st down, Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26.
2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
Brings up 3rd down.
Come on, Lon. Come on, Lon. We better than that.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This one out for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. James credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. So a pressure kick there by the young man, and that should be enough to finish this one off.
Well, he's a second-year guy now, so he says, don't call me a rookie anymore. And I tell you, he's got a bright future in this league. And kicks like that are going to make sure he sticks around for a good long while.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Patriots, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.